You are live. Okay, thank you.
All right, now can I have a motion to go into open session?
Oh, we already got the motion to go in open session. Yep, now we're reconvened with possible action.
Relax.
It's repeating me.
That was my fault. I apologize.
Oh,
Yeah, that was me.
okay.
Sorry.
Like, where did that
Sorry.
come from?
We're good.
Okay, so do we have a motion?
Okay. I will make a motion to send this to council with the recommendation to terminate the agreement between the Tag Center and the YMCA.
I will second that motion.
We need a roll call.
Sure. We have Alderman Abbott,
Aye.
Alderman Reese,
Aye.
Alderman Bob Smith,
Aye.
Alderman Roger Smith,
Aye.
Alderwoman Hinkle,
Aye.
and Alderman Olson.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0.
Okay, now can I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Okay.
Okay. And to the council.
Are you doing a separate, you're just gonna keep it open?
Yep, I kept it open. I did council
Got
number
it.
2. So,
Okay. All right, call to order.
Pledge of allegiance, we haven't done that yet.
yep, it's coming.
It's coming. Call to order 7:45, common council meeting, Monday, November 14th. Please take the roll.
Alderwoman Hinkle,
Here.
Alderman Bob Smith,
Aye.
Alderman Reese,
Here.
Alderwoman Olson,
Here.
Alderman Abbott,
Here.
Alderman Roger Smith.
Here.
A quorum is present.
All right, item 2, pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Item number 3, public hearing. Portion 1, public comments regarding the 2023 budget and 2022 tax levy. Are there any public comments? All right. A motion to adjourn the public hearing.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the public hearing. I'll second.
Motion by Smith, second by Reese. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Item number 4, citizen comments. Like, please step up to the podium, introduce yourself, and provide your address.
My name is Corey Bates, and I live at 33 Turner Street, Deerfield. And I am just here today just to kind of start conversation about a program that is near and dear to my heart, and I think would be really great for the Mayville community. It is the Hometown Hero Banner Program, and what that is it's a program which you've got banners that would line they would hang from the light poles downtown, honoring veterans and current service members from the Mayville community. This is a program that is it's seen in a lot of different communities across the country, and even quite a few here in Wisconsin. Essentially, each of these banners, as I said, they honor a veteran or a current military member from the community, and they would be paid for by the family members of these service members or veterans. I would love to see some fundraising, and I've actually started some fundraising to try to bring down that cost to the families. Anyways, that is essentially the program. I would be happy to bring more information. I've started getting quotes on the costs for banners, and obviously there are a lot of different factors that would have to be taken into consideration for these, but essentially I would like to have permission to move forward and get more of that information.
You make the banners yourself.
No, we would use, there is actually, it's an honest to goodness program called Hometown Heroes Winter Program. They use their own companies. Most of the actual programs that I have been in contact with, they use local vendors for making the banners and purchasing the graphics. And I would, I've begun just getting information both ways. And we did already have somebody from the community who has stepped over and asked to give us a quote. I've received that.
Is your intention to display this year round or certain times of the year, or what are your thoughts?
Good question, thank you. They would be displayed from Memorial Day through Veterans Day.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right.
So I would just say we don't have it on the agenda for discussion. So if we want some more information, we can add it on to whatever committee you feel would be appropriate.
Corey, thanks.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
coming.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Greg Lobitz. I'm not a resident of Mayville. I live in Theresa. But I'm here in connection with DSERT, Dodge County Emergency Response Team. Police chief would contact us and we provide service to the county and the cities in Dodge County. What happens, normally when I come here, I'm here for parades or business trick or treat, and I asked to be in the intersection of Bridge Street and Main Street, where there's two crosswalks that I control and make sure the traffic is stopped so the pedestrians can cross back and forth and everybody's safe. Normally, everything's fine, except this crosswalk that I'm at, the corner is near Sweet Pea. It's the southeast corner of the intersection. And out of the four corners, 3 of them have a ramp for wheelchair accessibility, strollers, and wagons. I've done this intersection 4 times now, and usually they navigate through the strollers and wagons. Unfortunately, this last time was the business trick or treat. It was Thursday, right before Halloween. And a young lady, she's probably in her 20s, with her friend. Her friend was able-bodied and able to walk across the intersection, and she was in an electric wheelchair, and she could not. The rear wheels on the electric wheelchair are just a little bit above, and she could not navigate the curb. I felt so bad for her. She had to go all the way east across the river to where the auto body shop or auto repair shop is, and then cross the street there. Her other alternative was, after I did a little investigation, was to go south on Main Street towards another 200 feet or so, and then cross there. Now, I don't know, I've heard that this has been discussed before or whatever. I checked when I drove through today. Every corner in Mayville has a handicap or ramp of some sort except this one corner. And that's pretty good, but it can be better. And I would encourage you, everyone here, to go to that corner. Put yourself in a wheelchair mentally and see how you would navigate that. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Any other citizen comments? Maybe something to consider for a committee night discussion. Item 5, consent agenda. Approve the minutes of the October 10th, 2022 meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second the motion.
Motion by Bob Smith, second by Jack Abbott. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 6, report of officers, mayor's report, monthly report, keep it fairly brief. I just want to take a minute to recognize a few department heads for great service and what they've been doing. Sarah Decker, you did a fantastic job with the elections. Thank you. and also with the OWL setup. Sarah spent a lot of time working on facilitating the coordination of setting up the devices, working with our IT contacts. As you can see, we're still in the process of finalizing placement and location. We'll clean up the cords and all that here in the coming weeks, but a significant advance. And Sarah, thanks for your efforts there. I want to recognize Michaela Leering. It's her job and new in the role in the Department of Recreation and Aquatics. Michaela's doing a fantastic job, worked directly with finance through the budget process. Really has a strong understanding of the accounts and all the budgeting that goes on behind the scenes, and she's just doing a phenomenal job at the Tag Center. Jack Hurst and his team at DPW working feverishly on a number of different things as usual, but in a couple of things of note. So the leaf removal process, it's a process. If you start at one end of the city and go to the next end, it takes 3 weeks to get around to everybody. So they've been working day in and day out to get the leaves cleaned up. At the completion of the 3 weeks, they start over, right? So give it a 3-week cycle, an expectation. And do know that from a self-service standpoint, you are able to haul your own leaves to the city DPW center. They've got a place that you can drop those off if you'd like as well. In terms of things going on in the city, and tonight we're going to talk a lot about mill rate. We're going to talk about the budget process. We started receiving concerns, right, when we started catching wind of the mill rate that the school district was proposing. So took the opportunity to set up a meeting with a couple of individuals from the school district and really kind of talk through that mill rate process. And what we determined was, it's really from a communication standpoint. Yes, the school district does calculate things a little bit differently. But the one part that wasn't clearly laid out is the fact that you do receive a tax credit on your tax bill as well. So I would refer you back to last year's property tax bill and see what your tax credit was last year. So you can use the mill rate that they're proposing, but also deduct the amount for that tax credit. I did that on my own property and found that the property tax was very, very similar to what it was last year. In fact, they're levying, I think it's exactly $5,000 less to the city than they did last year. So that should give people some peace of mind. We've done a great job in the way that the budget was laid out with the city this year, in spite of the concerns that were raised just for people's property values going up so strongly. We were actually able to reduce the mill rate substantially, so that I think in most cases people are going to find their property tax will remain fairly level compared to what it was last year, in spite of the fact that their property value went up as high as it did. Two things. I am meeting with some developers that are interested in doing some work in Mayville and bringing more residential construction. So that's encouraging and very interesting. I'll keep you up to speed as things develop there. I want to congratulate the Mayville Cardinal football team for doing a great job so far. Good luck at state. Thank you for representing Mayville so well. And then I wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. So the next item is Resolution 5827-2022, appreciation of service to Nanette Gassner.
Whereas the city council members, City of Mayville employees, and citizens of the City of Mayville would like to express their appreciation to Nanette Gassner for her public service contributions and dedication while working part-time for the Tag Center for 15 years. Now therefore be it resolved that the Common Council of the City of Mayville does hereby acknowledge the dedication and commitment to excellence that Nanette has shown during the service to the city and congratulates her.
I will make a motion to approve 5827-23.
Motion by Reese,
I'll second it.
second by Roger Smith. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you, Nanette. Item 3, Resolution 5828-2022, appreciation of service to Devin Selnow.
Whereas the city council members, City of Mayville employees, and citizens of the City of Mayville would like to express their appreciation to Devin Selnow for his public service contributions and dedication while working part-time for the Mayville EMS for 10 years. Now therefore be resolved that the Common Council of the City of Mayville does hereby acknowledge the dedication and commitment to excellence that Devin has shown during the service to the city and congratulates him.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Bob Smith,
I will second that.
second by Joe Reese. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thank you, Devin. Item B, clerk report.
Okay, election recap. A huge thank you to Deputy Clerk Lisa Zimmer and all the election inspectors for helping conduct a very smooth election last Tuesday. We had a total of 2,338 voters, with 611 of them being absentee ballots and 1,727 in-person voters. We had a total of 160 new registrations on Election Day. As a reminder, registration can be done online at myvote.wi.gov ahead of the spring elections. We've already begun work for the spring elections. The Type A notice of elections will be published this week. Starting December 1st, candidates for local races can begin circulating nomination papers. This April, the position of Alderperson Ward 1, 3, and 5 will be on the ballots. Please contact me to obtain papers, or they can be located at the Wisconsin Election Commission's website. Nomination papers are due January 3rd, and the deadline for incumbents to file non-candidates forms is December 23rd. And then winter reminders. Holiday hours, City Hall will be closed Thursday, November 24th and Friday, November 25th for the Thanksgiving holiday. We'll also be closed for the Christmas and New Year's holidays. We'll put notice of those dates out as it gets closer. Parking, please check out the ordinance on winter parking. Parking permits are available at City Hall for the city-owned lots. Snow and ice removal, the yearly notice was posted. Please read the notice so that you know your responsibilities as home or business owners, so that everyone is safe this winter and you don't incur any unnecessary expenses. And then tax bills will likely be out before the next council meeting, so please look in your bills for important city updates. That's all I have.
Thanks, Sarah. One, just quick addition, as far as
Sure.
brush is concerned, Jack wanted me to mention that brush is picked up on the last Monday of every month, and this will be done through spring or until spring. Notice to the public. Let's see, discuss and approve the operators licenses. Elias Gravel, Mayville, Wisconsin.
Just that one, and he was reviewed.
All good?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion by Abbott, second by Reese. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Is that checked out by the?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, item 7, committees, commissions, and boards, Water and Wastewater Commission. Item 1, ordinance adopt 1134-2022, an ordinance amending 430-27 and creating 430-49 groundwater protection ordinance of the municipal code of the city of Mayville relating to the protection of the municipal water supply.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
To adopt by Bob Smith,
I will second.
second by Jack Abbott. Any discussion?
This is, has to do with PFAS and the ongoing, pollution that's affecting municipal wells throughout the country, actually, and the state, and they require us to, they recommend a groundwater protection ordinance so that we monitor our wells for the intrusion of PFAS and the other contaminants. And the wastewater recommended to council to implement this.
Thanks, Bob. All right, so it's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Date and time of the next Water and Wastewater Commission meeting will be Tuesday, December 6th at 4 p.m. Next item, Library Board, monthly report. Hi, Jennifer.
Hello. Okay, so for, these are for, October, library statistics highlights. Overdrive ebook, checkout for October this year was lower than last year, but the audiobook checkout was higher. Computer usage for the library is up. It's well known that people are making more purchases online than pre-COVID Because of this change in shopping habits, the library has seen an increase in users who use the library to print return slips. There's been a 66% increase system-wide in the number of holds placed using the Monarch To Go app over the same period last year. Monarch To Go app offers a helpful features for all patrons. Not only can you renew books using this app, but you can put them on hold as well. In fact, if you go into a bookstore, you can scan the ISBN code on books, and you can see if one of our 31 public libraries, academic library, the Bookmobile has it, and then you can order it from them. You can also locate other libraries using the app, see their hours, and you can get directions to them. In regards to Monarch Library System, in the October Directors Council meeting, the council voted with only one objection to canceling the Monarch System subscription to Gale Courses, since it is an extremely pricey resource, but has traditionally had very low usage. This change permits the system to move forward with Vega, which offers 3 new components to the Catalog Discover program and promote. I've talked about this one before. It was decided that these new features will have a much greater impact on a larger number of users than Gale Courses. Because of the impending cancellation of Gale Courses, the Mayville Library is working with Overdrive to subscribe to their resource, Universal Classes. This resource offers more classes than Gale Courses, over 500 classes, most of which have CEUs, where Gale Courses students had to start on specific dates, and the courses went on for 6 weeks. With Universal Classes, the courses are self-paced. Students still interact with instructors, but they can start the classes at any time, and the time limit for finishing them is longer. In regards to personnel activities, Rhonda handled a difficult reference question regarding publication of a local paper in German from 100 years ago. To get the answer, she contacted other libraries, searched resources in WISCAT, and contacted the Madison Reference and Loan Department. With her in-depth research, she found the answer. Helping to find answers to reference questions is a service that Public Library offers for free, and we want to encourage the public to come to us with their information questions. Jenny, who has been learning WordPress through Gale Courses, has made some positive changes to our website. Next year, we will be working on the website more extensively, but for the time being, the recent changes have made the website much more user-friendly. In regards to operations and building, we purchased a new disk cleaner to replace the last unit purchased 18 years ago. The current device has a smaller footprint and is working very well this far. In regards to community activity, the business trick-or-treat took place in October, and Main Street was surprised by the great number of trick-or-treaters. We expected around 400 children, but we handed out prizes to 588 children. Kudos to Sheila for being so prepared. In regards to programming, in October, the first of the Beat series aromatherapy bracelets took the prize for most attended staff-led program since COVID. 53 people attended. The final program on this series, aromatherapy necklaces, will take place on Tuesday, December 13th. Other programs included Homeschool Hangout, Mysterious Creatures of Wisconsin, presented by Chad Lewis, Story Times, T3 for Tweens, T3 for Teens, Adult Book Club, a Halloween Party, Genealogy, Roundtable, and Drop-In Legos. And finally, in regards to the collection, we are continuing a major cleanup of our collection in October. 597 uncirculating items were weeded. This year, through October, we have weeded 5,045 old and uncirculating items. We have also added to our collection 2,379 new items. This aggressive weeding not only creates a stronger, more current collection, but also prepares us for tagging, RFID tagging, and moving the collection. Withdrawing books that no longer circulate makes browsing easier for patrons, frees up valuable shelf space, and in the end ensures that we are using the areas dedicated to the collection effectively. And that's the library report.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Have a great night. Date and time of the next library board meeting will be Thursday, December 8th at 6 p.m. Public Works Committee, no report. Date and time of next meeting, Monday, November 28th, 6 p.m. Personnel Committee, first item, Resolution 5819-2022, creation of Communications Committee.
Whereas the Personnel Committee met on September 26, 2022, and recommended creation of a Communications Committee, and whereas the Communications Committee shall work to promote transparency and to explore ways to best use technology and mixed media platforms so we have optimized engagement with our citizens. And whereas the Communications Committee shall meet on a monthly basis for 1 year, with the committee being reevaluated after 1 year, whereas the committee shall consist of 6 members appointed by the mayor with confirmation by the Common Council, with the 6 members consisting of 5 citizen members and 1 member of the Common Council. Therefore, the mayor hereby appoints the following members: Alderwoman Molly Hinkle, Alex Jones, Matthew Weisenthal, Keith Lodall, Lisa Newman, and Margie Satcher. Now therefore be it resolved that the Common Council of the City of Mayville does hereby approve the creation of the Communications Committee and the above mentioned mayoral appointments.
Sarah.
Who will be on the committee?
Alderwoman Molly Hinkle, Alex Jones, Matthew Weisenthal, Keith Lodall, Lisa Newman, Margie Satcher.
Did make a motion?
I will make a motion to approve 5819 2022.
Thank you, Alderman Reese.
I'll second it.
Second by Alderman Smith. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries. Item 2, Resolution 5829-2022, approve pay adjustment and job title of EMS Deputy Director.
Whereas the Personnel Committee met on October 24th, 2022 and did discuss the job title and pay adjustment for the EMS Deputy Director position. Whereas the Personnel Committee did recommend that the position title of Julie Staffen be changed to EMS Deputy Director and Training Officer. And whereas starting January 1st, 2023, her wage shall increase by the 6.5% standard increase for city employees with an additional $5,000 added after the increase. Now therefore be resolved that the Common Council of the City of Mayville does hereby approve the above mentioned recommendation of the Personnel Committee.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Motion by Bob Smith,
I'll second.
second by Jack Abbott. Any discussion? All in favor? Do we need to
Yeah, let's take a roll on that one. Alderman Bob Smith,
Aye.
Alderman Abbott,
Aye.
Alderman Roger Smith,
Aye.
Alderman Reese,
Aye.
Alderwoman Olson,
Aye.
Alderwoman Hinkle.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0.
All right. Item 3, Resolution 5832-2022, approve termination of Tag Center collaboration agreement dated 8/31/22 and mutual release with YMCA of Dodge County.
Whereas the Personnel Committee of the Whole met on November 14th, 2022 and recommended the termination of Take Center collaboration agreement with the YMCA. Whereas that agreement is attached here too, now therefore be it resolved that the Common Council of the City of Mayville does hereby approve the above recommendation of the Personnel Committee of the Whole.
I'll make a motion to approve 5832 termination of the Tag Center collaboration agreement with YMCA of Dodge County.
Thank you, Alderman Reese.
I'll second it.
Second by Molly Hinkle. Any discussion? Take the roll.
Alderman Reese.
Aye.
Alderwoman Hinkle.
Aye.
Alderwoman Olson.
Aye.
Alderman Abbott.
Aye.
Alderman Bob Smith.
Aye.
Alderman Roger Smith.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0.
Item 4, date and time of next meeting, Personnel Committee, Monday, November 28th, immediately following the Finance Committee meeting. Item E, Public Safety Committee, Resolution 5825-2022, approve Class B fermented malt beverage license and Class B liquor license for Eve Zander at Wells Pub, 333 Dayton Street.
Whereas the Public Safety Committee met on October 24th, 2022 to discuss the Class B fermented malt beverage license and Class B liquor license for Atwell's Pub, 333 Dayton Street. Whereas the Public Safety Committee did recommend the Class B license and Class B liquor license for November 15th, 2022 through June 30th, 2023 for Atwell's Pub, 333 Dayton Street, provided all fees are paid in full and that the premise has passed an inspection by the Mayville Police Department, Fire Department, and Building Inspection Department. Now therefore be resolved that the Common Council of the City of Mayville does hereby approve the Class B beer license and Class B liquor license for November 15th through June 30th for Atwell's Pub, 333 Dayton Street, provided all the fees are paid in full and the inspections are complete.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Hinkle, second by Abbott. Any discussion? All the conditions have been met?
Yep.
Okay. Absent any further discussion, let's take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 2, Resolution 5830-2022, approve 911 Joint Powers Agreement County Emergency System.
Whereas the Public Safety Committee met on October 24th, 2022, and did recommend the joint 911 powers agreement county emergency for the city of Mayville. Now therefore be resolved that the Common Council of the city of Mayville does hereby approve the joint 911 powers agreement county emergency system for the city of Mayville as attached.
I'll make a mo, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Motion by Bob Smith,
I'll second.
second by Joe Reese. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item 3, Resolution 5831-2022, approved chicken permit application.
Whereas the Public Safety Committee met on October 24th, 2022, and recommended the chicken permit application, and whereas that permit is attached here too, now therefore be resolved that the Common Council of the City of Mayville does hereby approve the above recommendation of the Public Safety Committee to approve the use of the attached chicken permit application.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 5831-2022.
All right, Roger Smith makes the motion.
I will second
Jack
that.
Abbott
motion.
seconds. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Date and time, of the next meeting, Monday, November 28th, immediately following Public Works Committee. Item F, Finance Committee. 1, monthly financial report and review of the bills.
All right. Total checks that were cut for the month of October were $370,539.16. The larger checks that were cut were for BMO Harris in the amount of $27,527.51. That's our monthly credit card bill. And the largest charge on there was for GFL, and that was in the amount of $24,724.96. Then Kunkel came in at $18,020, and part of that was for the rest of their what they were doing for the Bridge Street project. So that's kind of what made it high. And then Civic Systems for license and upgrade. I didn't put the amount in there. I think that was like 24,000. I didn't put that in my notes. And then Badger State Waste for sludge hauling, that was $19,945.73. And then Alliant Energy for the month, we paid $21,308.46. Our total payments through ACH in October were $217,171.24. The reason it was a little bit higher is we had 2 debt payments we needed to make, and one was for to the Department of Admin for our Environmental Improvement Fund for $24,364.46, and the other one was for Ehlers for our interest on our bond, and that was $31,512.50. Total for payroll for the month of October was $199,302.53, and we had an average of 122 employees per payroll. So kind of a little doings that the finance department is doing. On Friday, we will be working with ADP to run a test payroll. We will see how it matches up to the payroll that I'm doing this week. And so we run the same payroll on their system, see how it matches up and see how they're doing. And that will determine how we move forward. That's why we have put it off. We were going to do a test, but we had a meeting in October, and they weren't even really up to all the GL accounts and everything I gave them. So we were not comfortable moving forward, and that is why we pushed it off until November.
Are they staying in line with you now?
I really like this new girl. The Chaz was kind of a little flaky, to say a better word for it.
Okay.
A lot of the information, some of the information I gave them, they did not have. So that is how I realized that when we were going through some of the payroll stuff in October, that I did not feel we were ready. So I guess that's kind of, once we do this payroll, I'll see and I'll talk with Sarah, and I think that's how we'll move forward, is if we feel that they're right.
Good.
Because I need to have like a good GL reports at the end of it when they run everything. And I knew that I wasn't going to get that in October. So I believe they have all that information now, and we'll see if they put it all together and they'll kind of do it right. On Friday, we'll be having the first part of our 2022 audit. This is where Baker Tilly comes in and just does some preliminary work. So I've been getting all the information up for that. There's been quite a few things that they needed for that, which is some of the questions that I had sent you. So if I could get any of that information back, that Baker Tilly just needed some items. I got a few of you sent some stuff back. So, and then lastly, this month we got out the lottery credit updates to the county. Then this week I'm going to be working on special charges for the residents that need to be put into the county's website, and they need to be in by October 21st, and then some reporting by the 28th. And then also I'll be working on the mill rate forms to the county, which are due December 9th. So it's kind of busy season.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tracy. Item 2, Resolution 5820.
Can we go back to that? Can we have a motion to approve these bills that are in your packet?
Motion to approve the bills in the packet.
I'll make a motion to approve the bills in the packet.
Motion by Roger
I
Smith,
will second.
second by Jack Abbott. Any discussion? Please take the roll.
Alderman Roger Smith.
Aye.
Alderman Abbott.
Aye.
Alderman Bob Smith.
Aye.
Alderman Reese.
Aye.
Alderwoman Olson.
Aye.
Alderwoman Hinkle. She's still there. Are you still there, Molly?
She's muted. I can't tell what that is.
Yeah, she's muted.
Yep.
Okay, no vote from Alderwoman Hinkle. Motion carries 5-0.
All right, next item, Resolution 5826-2022, approve the 2023 budget and set the 2022 tax mill rate for the city of Mayville.
Okay, whereas the 2023 operational budget for the city of Mayville was duly published in the Dodge County Pioneer on October 20th, 2022, and a public hearing was held on November 14th, 2022, in accordance with Wisconsin state statutes. Whereas the Common Council of the City of Mayville does ordain that there is hereby levied a tax and TIF levy of $2,533,851,000 upon all taxable property within the City of Mayville, with an approximate mill rate of 5.2948 of $478,553,400 approximate assessed valuation as returned by the assessor in the year 2022. Whereas the comptroller treasurer is hereby authorized to direct to spread the said tax upon the 2022 tax roll of the City of Mayville as approved by the Common Council on November 14th, 2022. Now therefore be resolved that the Common Council of the City of Mayville does hereby adopt the aforementioned budget.
I will make a motion to approve resolution 5826, 2022, the tax mill rate.
Alderman Abbott makes the motion. Thank you.
I'll second it.
Second by Roger Smith. Is there any discussion?
What was the final mill rate? I thought it-
529.48. There was a last minute adjustment to the total valuation of the city that was confirmed through Ehlers.
So what I did is, you get a final assessment the state puts out at the beginning of November, so that can move. So you were right, our mill rate went down because our assessment is a little bit higher than what was previously given to us, and I did work with the appraisal associates to make sure that is the correct number. Yep.
So it did go
And-
down.
Yep, so it went down a little bit, because our assessments went up, so our mill rate went down, so good catch, yep.
I just caught the difference in the number there.
Yeah,
What was the previous number?
811.
303.
Oh, you mean
oh,
just prior?
No, before this change,
Last year was 811.
And
This
then-
year was 530.03. Was
yeah,
just
yeah, it was like
before.
5.30, something like that, yep. So it went down just a little bit more because of the
The
assessments.
preliminary was 530.03, and now it went down to 5.
Joe, which number were you asking for?
I'm asking the number before we were recessed.
Got it.
It's the-
Oh,
8/11.
yep.
Okay, cool,
Yep.
thanks.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. So, motion and second, any further discussion? Please take the roll.
Alderman Abbott.
Aye.
Alderman Roger Smith.
Aye.
Alderman Bob Smith.
Aye.
Alderman Reese. Alderwoman Olson. Alderwoman Hinkle, did she come back? She said I lost you. She's trying to reconnect. So we'll just, motion carries 5-0 with no vote from Hinkle.
Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here.
Yes.
Okay, want to vote on
Yes.
that? Did you hear that?
Yes, I did. Thank
Okay,
you.
so 6-0.
6-0. All right, nice work, everybody. Item 3, Resolution 5815-2022, approved the 2023 schedule of fees.
Whereas the Finance Committee of the whole met on September 26, 2022, and did review the 2023 schedule of fees for the city of Mayville and did recommend to council the attached 2023 schedule of fees. Now therefore be resolved that the common council of the city of Mayville does hereby approve the attached 2023 schedule of fees.
I'll make a motion to approve the schedule of fees.
By Bob Smith, second by Joseph Reese. Any discussion?
I would just add the only change made was the addition of the chicken application fee.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Please take the roll.
Alderman Bob Smith.
Aye.
Alderman Reese.
Aye.
Alderman Roger Smith.
Aye.
Alderman Abbott.
Aye.
Alderwoman Olson.
Aye.
Alderwoman Hinkle.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0.
All right, date and time of the next Finance Committee meeting will be Monday, November 28th, immediately following the Public Safety Committee meeting. Park Board, no report. Date and time of the next meeting will be Wednesday, December 7th at 6 p.m. Planning Commission, also no report. Date and time of the next meeting, Monday, December 12th, 5 p.m. Community Development Authority, date and time of the next meeting will be Wednesday, January 25th at 6 p.m. And then we are going to move into closed session if somebody would like to make a motion.
I'll make a motion to go into closed session at 8:25.
Motion by Joseph Reese. Second by Roger Smith. Any discussion? All in favor?
Oh, I gotta take the roll on
Gotta
that
take the
one.
roll. Thank you.
Alderman Reese.
Aye.
Alderman Roger Smith.
Aye.
Alderman Bob Smith.
Aye.
Alderman Abbott.
Aye.
Alderwoman Olson.
Aye.
Alderwoman Hinkle.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0. So I'm going to end the live stream.